Hello everyone, this is ASURAS23. Thank you for letting us pass in the first round of the competition. And here is the video to introduce and demonstrate our algorithm and the simulation.
Hi, this is Xinche Wang. My role involves developing a function to ensure the drone remains centered with its path. As the drone continues to follow the line and progresses forward, deviations may occur, potentially offsetting its course. To ensure the drone remains centered along its path and to minimize any swaying movement, we have to adjust the drone's position accordingly. Upon assessing the dimensions of the image, the displacement from the center is evaluated through pixel analysis. A higher number of white pixels on the right as opposed to the left indicates a need to realign the drone's path to the right, or the left if the opposite is true. The initial step involves calculating the total number of pixels on each side, right and left. Following this, a conditional statement calculates the mid ratio, an essential factor in deciding the direction left or right the drone should move towards for optimal positioning.
Hi, my name is Jeremy, and next is our end example for the road. So I'm responsible for the direction deciding and the speed determined for the drone. So in the first part, we can see that there is a couple of scattered points on the route to scan the direction the drone is going to fly towards. And I have also made a blind spot at the back of the drone, which is around 60 degrees to avoid the drone going to the other side than the intended route. Also, as for the speed, I have also set a threshold that is closer to the edge to avoid any unwanted disruptions for the speed deciding factors. As you can see, when the drone is turning, especially in a sharp turn, it sometimes just catches the other road, the previous road, as the intended direction. However, we have used the filtering method to filter out the top 20% of the longest path, or say the longest direction that the drone should be going towards you, so that we can avoid the drone from going back to its route from where it comes. And as for the speed, we have also set a threshold to control the speed to not exceed the maximum rate. And as you can see from the simulation real time, the speed reduced when it is taking turns and it reduced gradually, as well as when it approaches closer to the landing area, because there's a black gap between the route and the landing area. It will not calculate the landing area pixels as the speed factors. So this is how we achieve the direction and speed control.
Hi, I'm Jacob. Let me next explain each step of step 4. In the initial state, the drone is in the takeoff state. We wait for the drone to stabilize, and only when the flight altitude exceeds 50 cm will it transition to the Mach turn state. When the drone enters the Mach turn state, it performs a stationary rotation to find and maintain its path within the road. In the line following state, the drone flies along the road to achieve flight while dynamically adjusting the direction. We will transition to the move forward and keep center states. At the same time, considering the drone needs to turn its head according to the direction of the road, the transformation between initial and body frame is necessary. As the drone approaches the end of the road, there's a gap without a road. So we let the drone enter the jump to circle state, making it leap forward 35 cm to cross the gap and enter the end area.
Hi, I'm Mihao Lai, and one of the most significant challenges we face was the issue of oscillation. This occurs when the drone needs to navigate a sharp turn, especially those exceeding 120 degrees. Doing these maneuvers, the drone center point tends to oscillate at a high frequency between the tracks. To address this issue, we are very careful to tune the gain value of the keep center state. The key takeaway we want to share with you is always try to push your algorithm harder to make it stronger. Thank you for listening. We are the team ASURS23.